Hey everybody, what's up video on demand people? It's your boy. He's back again for another stream. Well, today we are going to try to fix some layout problems with Soulblight. It's the book's done, all the revisions are in, but we've had some sticky wicket problems with the layout, so hopefully today we'll sort that out, and then we'll do a little dungeon design. Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? How's your night out there in Dungeon Land? Let's just chill out. Let's get stuck in. So, let's pull up the dock first. Screen share. All right. Screen's a little small. Boop. There we go. Okay. How's the music? Yeah, that looks good. It's about right. Okay. Turn it down a little bit for me. Okay, so here we have Soulblight. So we keep getting problems back from Mr. Amazon that there are issues with our layout. Fuck, if I was smart, I would have got the complaints into a text file. I'm actually gonna do that right now. Hey, what's up everybody? Professional streamer. We could just look at Lauren's Discord messages, but I didn't get permission to do that, so we'll keep it kosher around here. Okay. Let's put this into something we can look at. Stop. What are you doing? Okay. Man, I would kill for a lightweight notepad that actually works. I got Obsidian installed. I hear that's good. I'll just try it out. I don't know. Literally never used Obsidian. But I have it installed, so we'll just try it out together. Copy image. Oh, save image. So put it in the downloads folder. What's up, everybody? Riveting stream, I know. Glad you tuned in. Alright, we got something. Jesus, that was a little bit painful, but back to screen share. Alright. So here's what Amazon has come back and told us. So your file contains insufficient bleed. See examples, PDF, page 2. Okay, so here's page 2. And actually, fair enough, Amazon, this needs to touch all the way to the edge. So there's that. See examples, PDF page 2, yeah. Extend any images all to the edge, at least 1.25 beyond the trim line. So they're saying that all images need to extend 1.25 beyond the trim line. if by trim line they mean bleed. That's what they mean is bleed. So yeah, so all of the bleeds in the document are 1.25, actually, except for this top bottom. Yeah, so this outside edge is 0.25. I set that for some reason. There was something that made me think that I had to do this. We'll assume I did that for a logical reason, and just keep going. So if there's content that is not intended to bleed, please ensure it stops within the margins. 0.375 or more from any outside edge of the page. Okay, so all of the margins are 0.5 inch, which is more than this. So as long as all of our non-bleeding images are inside the margin, then it should be fine. Sub-bullet point, increase your inside margin so that content isn't obscured when the book is bound. See example on page 3. So they're complaining, yeah, they're complaining about page 3, which is this one. Here's the thing, this text is baked into the image. Oh fuck. An ad, I'm not even getting paid for this bullshit. Anyway, yeah, so it seems like, oops, that's not what I want. It seems like they are, can I write on this? I've never really used Obsidian for anything. No, I guess I can't. That'd be nice. It's probably like a module or something for that. I think this is pretty extensible. Anyway, I guess we'll just point at it. Content isn't obscured when the book is bound. Increase your inside margin. Increase your so this bullet point is confusing to me. Increase your outside margin so the content isn't obscured when the book is bound. See an example on page 3. So they're saying that this is too close to the margin, is probably going to get swallowed up. Like if you think about the book, like this part will be, this is where it actually touches the spine and then it curves out. Okay, fair enough. So this needs to come out. I can do that. But I don't understand it saying increase your inside margins. Like 0.5 inches is plenty, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna go look at the standard they have here in a second. Increase your outside margin so that the content isn't trimmed when your book is printed. The outside top and bottom margins are 0.25 inches for books without bleed and 3.75 for books with bleed. So all of our margins, bring the music back, I guess. All of our margins are 0.5, which is far greater than the requested 3.75. I mean, Christ. We're losing so much real estate because okay, not a lot, like probably like that much, but even still, like, why is it complaining about margins? Our margins are way far out. I feel like these pieces of text are canned because of, yeah, see example on page 3. So I feel like all this text is being generated because of this. So it could be by fixing that, we will have solved the problem. Okay. So this is a piece of art that's pretty famous. Okay, actually, I don't know what's gonna happen when I do this, so I'm just gonna switch to just chatting for a sec. Hey, what's up? So, edit with Opera. Okay. Alright, that's pretty safe to show. So here's this picture in Opera, and the picture is called Robert, well, it's by Roberts. Siege and Destruction of Jerusalem. Okay, I might be doxing myself by showing my search history. What do professional streamers do? Do they have like an incognito window they open? Maybe I should do that, huh? Private window. Okay, that way you can't see me Google my own password or something. You just move some of these some of this stuff into the private window so that we don't see what I'm Googling on a day-to-day basis. I don't think this is going to show anything weird. All right, we're back. So this is the picture, Robert's Siege of Jerusalem. I've edited this version of the image to add this text, and I think it won't look good if I try to edit it out. So we're just gonna try to find this picture again. And God, this is taking a while. Jesus, just load some damn pages. You know? Yeah, nope. Okay, while we're waiting for that to load, let's look at Amazon's help documentation on sizings. It's also not loading. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Eric Andre meme, let me in. Okay. This searched, and here we go. Here is the original Siege and Destruction of Jerusalem. It's a pretty sick piece of art, honestly. I mean, that is crazy. Just think about like painting all that detail. Yeah, it's wild. Here it is again. We want to make sure we get a nice large. Oh my god.
With Asana.
Ads.
Identify blockers to keep.
I gotta figure out a better solution for this, folks. Okay. And like, yeah, I get that YouTube wants to serve me ads so they can keep paying for, well, they can increase shareholder value, but I don't really care. I just want to listen to music. If I have to download all of my playlists locally, listen to it that way, I will. I will, motherfucker. All right. Here's the original file. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this again and drop it in to the doc, and then we're going to manually add some text. Actually, I'll just do that right now while waiting for that to load. We want to find somewhere where I've manually added some text. I think I did it near the end because we had some new text, and I figured out that this is a better way to do it. So let's just find some. Yeah, da-da-da-da. Actually, I think it was back in here. Yeah. Would thou like to live deliciously? Don't mind if I do. Alright. So we're just going to recreate the text here. Before, had virtue been assailed by mortal men, but few would call the three-eyed conqueror mortal. Okay. So we had it like this, and we didn't have that typo. Cool. How's that? Spacing's kind of fucky on it. I think because of the because of justify. So yep, there we go. We'll fix that. All right, back over here. Oh shoot! He sneezed right into the mic. They couldn't have painted. I don't know what method they used to create this, but maybe this wasn't painted because the detail here is crazy. All right, I gotta save this. I don't know what's gonna happen, so I'm just gonna switch over here for a sec. Yeah, it's doxing me, showing my downloads folder. I just want to drop this into my project for Soul Blight. And save it. And there we go. Okay, sorry, you didn't get to see that, but I was just dragging and dropping it from my save files onto this page. Okay, cool. So text now in the main body, margins clear. God is in his heaven, all is right with the world. So we should probably just take a look through the file. Actually, what we should do is go look at Amazon's requirements. I got so fed up with this that I tried asking ChatGPT for some information. It's thinking about it, so. And this never loaded at all. It wants me to log in. All right, fuck off. So we'll refresh this. Oh, as soon as I hit the refresh button is when it decides it wants to load. Okay, so let's read some text here. Trim size. Book's width and height. The most common trim sizes are 6x9. Yep. Bleed is images that extend past that will be trimmed. Yep. Setting your bleed is important because it prevents white borders. And every page has 3 outside margins, top, bottom, and side, and 1 inside margin. Margins ensure your text isn't cut off. Set your trim size before you set your margins, since margins depend on page count. Okay, so our trim size is 8.5 by 11, which is regular page size. Okay, it can do it. This is paperback. Oh, I don't think we care. Well, guess we do. Yep, paperback, large trim sizes. Yep. hardcover. This is an annoying feature of Amazon. They don't have an 8.5 by 11 trim size for hardcovers. So we have to go slightly smaller, whatever. It's fine. So bleeds. Page size with bleed. So our doc does have bleed. Oh, I guess this, okay. 8.5 by 11. And with bleed is 8.625 times 11.25. Calculator. I don't know why Amazon makes this so hard. 8.5. 8.625. I think that's, yeah, 0.25. Page size without bleed, but here's the thing. Page size, if the page has bleed, then surely it's on both sides of the page. So wouldn't that be the bleed? Yeah, yeah, here's the fucking annoying thing. They countermand themselves here because they're saying the height of the dock is 1.25 times 2. So it's on both sides. And how could that be right? Am I taking crazy pills here? Like, to get this from this, we have 8.5. And then our bleed. But they've only added it once. It should you know, it should be 75. Like, oh wait, fuck, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't think it matters though. These are hardcovers. I don't think it matters because it should be the same no matter what. 8.5 by 11. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Right. Like it's the same either way, but I feel like I am losing it because they say 8.5. Okay, that's our trim height, and we're gonna add to that 0.125 times 2 plus 8.5, which should be 8.75, not 8.625. What? Height and width. Oh, wait, brother. Wait, hold on, brother. All right. Maybe I am just fucking stupid as hell. So, yeah, they're saying the height, the top and the bottom, should both be 125, and then the width is 125 only once because part of it is touching on the inside, so only the outside pieces are being trimmed rather than the top and the bottom being trimmed. So, okay, my document is set up wrong. This should be 1.25. I don't think that really is going to change much other than making it so my images are even more compliant. Okay. Margins. So let's look at the margins now. Margins protect your content from running over the edge. The top, bottom, and outside margins must be a minimum of 0.25 inches without bleed and 375 for books with bleed. The inside margin depends on the page count because higher number of pages, thicker book, which means the inside margin must also increase to allow space for the spine. So doesn't matter what the overall size is, I guess. It just depends on your page count. Our page count is what? 191. So inside gutter should be 0.5 and outside should be 375. I think we're well within that range. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.75. Yeah, I mean, fuck, we're twice. We're double the requirements. We're so squished. We're ridiculously squished. Well, we're not ridiculously squished, but we're really squished. We're really in there, okay? We are well within these requirements. That's cool. I hadn't really ever thought about that, but you could change your margins up. You can set the top and bottom to 1 inch and the outside to 3.75. Cool. So, okay, so as far as I can tell, looking at that, we are compliant everywhere. And this is just saying the same thing. So this should be a compliant doc. Is that a typo I see? I swear these things are breeding when you're not looking. Alright. So now we are going to output the doc. I don't know if I'm going to dox myself by doing that, so I'm just going to switch the screens real quick. Soulblight version 7, and this is done on 0223. Okay. We are outputting for print. Visible and printable layers. Yep. Image sampling. Yeah, this is just trying to round the images down to a smaller size. We want to use the doc's bleed settings. And I'm not going to do any color conversion. If this is for Drive-Thru RPG, we'd have to fuck around with converting this to CMYK, but Amazon uses a 20th century printer, so they accept an RGB file, and they will do the conversion. That's right, Drive-Thru, I am coming for you. Alright, she is outputting. So we can close some of these. Now we just kind of have to chill. Well, actually, we don't have to stare at this. So I'll open up Crawling Deep now. Original name for this was an Advanced Shadowdark, but I think that's actually stepping on Kelsey's toes. So yeah, so we're gonna work on a dungeon now. So I started this last time, and after our initial brainstorming session, I had absolutely no ideas. So I haven't really worked on this much. But basically, the basic idea here is we are making a dungeon. It is a gauntlet dungeon, So 0 level characters, a bunch of losers who are just trying to survive and get some treasure. If they do that, then they get to level up and become real adventurers. So the basic idea I had is that the players are wake up inside a tomb, and they were resurrected. They came back from the dead, but the power that resurrected them did so indiscriminately, and all kinds of things have been brought to life inside the dungeon. We had some ideas last time that it was the product of a shooting star, and a sign of the house wishing for the house to rise back to its old glory. So we have a dungeon. So last time I rolled for some different dungeon experiences. They're all listed here. So now we just have to get down to the work of design. So room number 1, the one that we start in, we want there to be a hazard players overcome, and we want them to experience teamwork while they're here. Okay, so dock's done. Okay, well, we just started, but let's take a break and think about, or look at the dock here and make sure that it's exported correctly. So we just want to put them on 2-page view. Yeah, 2-page view. And we also want to fit to height. And we only want 1 page at a time. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're just looking for any issues. Main things we want to watch out for is problems at the edges, any squished images. It's all looking okay so far. Go a little faster here. Some cool art in here, man. I just love this one. This dude's in a giant teacup. Don't talk to me till I've had my son. I think that's okay. Random encounters. Bastarium. I think we get a contender here, folks. This all looks fine. Alright, last few pages. Wink. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker! So now we want to send this to Lauren. We're gonna switch over to the other view so I do not dox myself. And we open up Dropbox. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Big stretch. Okie dokie. We go to the Soulblight folder. We open up a folder on my desktop and we find a recent file and we drop it into Dropbox completely shits itself. And continues to shit itself. Delete. Delete. My Dropbox is really full. I don't think I have enough room to upload this. I gotta clear some shit out. Okay. $223. Okay. I finally got it to upload, folks. Jesus. Wasn't easy, I'll tell you that. All right. It's uploading. And once it's uploaded, I'm going to share it with Lauren. That way they have it. Copy. Link. Yo, come on. Getting the link. I've gotten the link. I'm sending the link. We've sent the link. All right, that's that, folks. So hopefully you'll see a new copy of Soulblight go on sale soon. Check out more in the Shadowdark Discord. We're gonna go back to design, baby. So yeah, so our first room. So back to this. So we have our tomb. People have just risen from the dead, and we want to design a room that contains a hazard that players must overcome together. I had an idea here. There's gonna be two doorways leading out. I think I'm trying to think of a hazard that could exist in this tomb. Let's pull up well, actually, I have the Tome of Adventure Design here. Oh fuck. Yeah, you can't see it, but I guess I can just reference it and tell you what I'm looking at. So designing a dungeon adventure. This book's cool. I think no offense to Matt Finch. I think that it's got a lot of stuff in it. Like he basically just imagined like whatever tables that you might want, which is cool, but I think it's something you kind of dip into. It's not really a book that you just like work through cover to cover, which is what I was trying to do with Gentle's Dungeon Guide instead. You know, okay, it's not really bagging on Matt. I'm just saying like this is a good like everything reference, but I don't think you really want to like sit through and run through the whole thing. Challenges to the character sheet. Yeah. Wow, he's really pretty nuanced. Okay, so we want to find a section. Designing a dungeon adventure. Traps. I mean, this is kind of like this is an exact, like hazard to me doesn't mean trap. Like those are different things. Hazards are things that are obvious and cannot be turned off. Like there's just a fucking waterfall in the middle of the room, you know, like you can't discern that shit. But let me see. Maybe Matt doesn't categorize it the same way that I do. Traps, pits, missiles, poison, lethal poison, basic traps, rigged natural features, complex traps. I mean, this is pretty detailed. You get different kinds of traps. Trap prison, trap kill, kill switch, progressive, magically induced weakness traps. That's probably a little more specific than I would go with, but cool. Dungeon dressings. Not really what I want. Okay. I guess Matt doesn't have the thing I'm looking for. That's okay. That's okay, Mr. Finch. You don't know me, but I forgive you. So we're gonna look at Gentle's Dungeon Guide instead. Let's pull up the old Acrobat Reader here. All right, back to the screen share. Whoa, who's that handsome fella? Anyway. So, hazard generator. See, that's how my brain works. Let's just get a freaking hazard generator. All right, let's roll some dice. We'll call that 36. So, a barricaded door. Yeah, that's not bad, I would say. The only problem is that probably you don't have to work together to solve this. Like if there's just like if there's like a pile of rocks in front of the door, then I clear the rocks. Thanks, Mr. GM. What next? So yeah, I had this idea initially. I guess I'll stick with it. Both ways out of the room are blocked by portcullis. We'll say rusty portcullis. Can be lifted and they fall closed. So that's not bad. I do have one concern, though. This is a gauntlet, and sometimes you end up with brand new players who are playing the gauntlet, and they haven't really started to think outside the box yet. So you put them in a room with two like closed doors, let's say, and immediately they're like, well, what? Like, I'm stymied. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do? So that's a problem. Because I want this to be new player friendly. And we could have, like, here's the thing. Like, if we had another way out of this room that wasn't blocked by portcullis, then that's fine. Like, they could take that other route, but we also haven't fulfilled the initial goal of this room, which is assigning an encounter that required teamwork. So, fuck, I feel like we should rethink this portcullis thing. So what do we do? I don't know. I don't really have an idea. In this instance, we want to try to use some tools to yeah, kind of shake things up. So yeah, fuck. What do we do? We want them to work together. That's number one. So yeah, like what other hazards exist? Like icy floor, but that's not really like a teamwork thing. Patch of thorns. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the dang internet browser to load, but it's not doing anything. Sorry. Anyway, okay. So what else we got? Rock slide. Unstable rocks in the room. Barricaded door. Confusing reflections. Like these are all perfectly valid hazards, but none of them encourage teamwork. That's not where I want to go. Well, let's just use the sidebar. So we want to try to use our tools to solve problems, right? What do we got in the toolbox? Well, I already checked the Tome of Adventure Design. It didn't really yield much. And my own prior work, Gentle's Dungeon Guide, doesn't really have anything that we're looking for exactly. So let's try this other tool that we have, which is this LLM. I've never really tried the voice mode. Let's try that. I don't know. See what that does. Okay. Can you hear me right now? I don't know. I don't know if this thing can hear me. What? I guess I have to log in, huh? Or maybe not. Maybe, okay. We want to see if I'm human? What the fuck is this? All right. Oh. Verifying. This doesn't do anything, by the way. This is purely for tracking purposes. Any script could defeat that by clicking on a box. And no, it's not the motion of my mouse, because that's also easy as shit to... Oh my god, we're just getting hammered now, boys. I gotta log in, they're playing a fucking ad. All right. Hey, listen to some cool ass music while I log in. How about that? So I guess it's about my break time, so I'll go on break. I'll get logged into this bullshit, and yeah, and then we'll keep going. See you in a sec.
I will.
I'm fearless now. I'm pretending to be no pain to see. From the bottom of my heart, I'm ready to seize the day. Cause I know in your heart there's a spot for me. Believing in the game and possibilities. It's more like a gift that I don't deserve. So I gotta give it back to you by all means. By all means necessary. Anybody else to y'all is secondary. Time's running out if you have any. Don't worry, I'm invincible, so legendary. If I fall down, I'm gonna get back up. Right back up, man, to where I left off. But I feel the battle because I got my crew on my back. You know I'm already. Yeah, I got it locked down. The end is coming in, so burn your dread. Accept my fate, don't worry about a thing. It's in my bag, so burn your dread. Yeah, I got it locked down. The end is coming in, so burn my dread. Don't worry about a thing, it's in my bag, so burn my dread. A little about a situation, every second I was losing patience. Couldn't execute like daily operations. Who could? Well, we had such a deep relationship. But I chose the path, the right path to shore. Giving my all for cure, oh boy. Probably the toughest decision I made. And ready for whatever outcome which I'm gonna pay. I shall touch the moon one day. And today's that day. Despair, however it's played out. Lose, win, how it's laid out. Time run out and made up my mind. Signed up reluctantly to this design. I got blood all over, ashes all over, but it's okay, kid, it's over.
What's up? I'm back. We got the final boss music. Coming up with a single idea. Okay, so we reach into the toolbox This is merely one of the tools. So I don't want to see any stink faces out there. So I also should have specified to it that I don't want any insane bullshit. These things tend to go this actually is not a bad idea, actually, is with the rag on it, but it's a room where you have to be quiet. Loud noises make bad things happen. Not a bad idea, but I also don't want such a restrictive thing to be the first challenge in the dungeon. So you want to just want to specify that this is you know, old school D&D. Sword and sandals is a term I use a lot because I think it reinforces that we don't want like extreme magical bullshit. We want, okay, I say that, but now we got the sands of forgotten fucking time. This is an interesting idea. Not for the time traveling aspect, but quicksand floor. I feel like this is graspable by pretty much everybody. So, if we just ignore all the magical bullshit. I think we actually have like a decent... Alright, well this... Actually, yeah. That's a good point. You know, one of the initial requirements that I had was teamwork, and the sand floor is cool. But does it require teamwork? I don't know. Oh, well, maybe. Somebody falls in, someone else has to help them. Let's try one more time. Try one more time, but the quicksand idea is interesting. This is cool. This is a good hazard. Okay, we don't need such boss music anymore. Go back to stream music here. And maybe it'll respond to me. Maybe it won't. How about the Forest Temple immersive? So, a room that is set on a central pivot.
Drag and drop last year's tax return to
Pretty
switch
cool.
to H&R Block online in less than 2 minutes.
Jesus Christ. Shut up. Yeah. Yeah, this is a cool idea. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the quicksand might be better though. So let's try that. Hazard. Is this too weird? Is this too weird? Here's another thing. This is a hard problem to solve. I'm not sure that this idea is imminently graspable. As like the first fucking thing that happens. Christ. This is probably like one of the harder things to design as like our first go out. Because I could just write something here. Like we've come up with 2 ideas already. Portcullis that block the way, or a quicksand floor. The problem is, are they good for someone's first time dungeon? Shit. Fuck, I kind of want to look at Kelsey's Kelsey's gauntlet in the 3rd cursed scroll. Like, what do those opening rooms look like? So I'm looking them up. They're in my downloads folder, so again, I don't want to dox myself. Okay, here we go. Horde of the Sea Wolf. Gauntlets, yep. Cool. Cool. Yes, Kelsey's first encounter is with a bunch of bandits who are just hanging out. This is actually a really good principle. Because, like, the thing that you understand most is talking. Like, you understand talking to somebody. That doesn't require any spatial awareness or bullshit like that. Why they say there's 6 bandits in this room? You kind of get that. You get that you could talk to them or sneak up on them or something. Where's the map? This is a cool map. Look at it. Yeah, what's cool too is that actually you could ride your boat into this. And strictly speaking, like there's a secondary entrance. There's a tertiary entrance. See, that's just the quality of Kelsey's designs, you know? Okay. So in theory, my starting room could be here. Could also be Troll 6. So what is that like? Yeah. So, bunch of bullshit and the sound of snoring. So, players know immediately that there is something to interact with if they want to. And there's some enticement to interact. So sleeping, we have bandits hanging out, asking for tolls. We have sleeping troll. Yeah, totally different encounters. Both involving a creature for the GM to roleplay. Tired of looking at this troll's nipples. Okay. Let's try one more time. Come up with an open-ended dungeon hazard found in a tube. An old school D&D sword and sandals world. The hazard should be mundane in nature. Should require players to work together to solve. Let's try a new chat, actually. That didn't copy and paste at all. Love this piece of shit. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. Load. Load. But these guys getting like $1 billion in revenue every fucking day. Load. Sorry, maybe I'm being a bit too short-tempered with this thing. But work together to solve. And should be appropriate for newcomer. Tabletop hobby. Should it role-playing game hobby? And we'll use its big brain mode. Maybe it'll come up with a good idea. Because I certainly am failing to. Okay. Flooding room. Flooding room's not bad. Maybe the flooding chamber is a good idea. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not totally sold on it because it can be a bit complicated. And also, well, I guess the main thing is that it doesn't necessarily require teamwork. Okay, unstable tiles. It's not bad. This is kind of like a classic Indiana Jones trap, I think is in common cultural parlance. See, these tools are interesting, but sometimes they're just like, but actually, I don't really care about your requirement. Like the group must navigate the mosaic in unison? Why? This is just a predictive text thing. But, yeah, it didn't really listen to me. I don't know. I don't know, folks. I guess this is the kind of thing where I've probably spent 20 minutes trying to think this through. I haven't really come up with a good idea that I'm happy with. So we'll just call it, we'll say one passage is blocked by a portcullis, and the other passageway is 10 feet off the ground. So we'll have to figure something out. I mean, hopefully they'll like stand on each other's shoulders or something, but maybe they'll stack some bullshit up to reach it. At least it's two options. It's something. It's something. We gotta keep going. So, all right. This next room contains a puzzle. And we're going to give them a handout to help them figure the puzzle out. Okay. That's doable. So, open up Gentles here. I've already created a puzzle generator. Let's roll some dice. Shasha. Call that 45. Word puzzle. Word puzzles. Word grouping puzzles and synonym puzzles. What is a word grouping puzzle? I feel like maybe I know, but synonym puzzle. Okay, some interesting suggestions. Um, oh, yes, this is actually a really good idea. Yeah, exactly like I was thinking. So we want to, we have to know who our true heirs. Yeah, so maybe there's like 5. No. Yeah, there's we have to correctly identify the lineage of this of this noble family. And the evil uncle, let's say, needs to be skipped. So this is something that we mentioned earlier, but somebody that was resurrected was like the evil uncle. So presumably, you know, maybe he was killed or died in disgrace. So, search for room 2. So we'll give them handouts of like the names or like the blocks, and then they'll have to arrange them on a picture of a door. I think that's a nice little little handout, a little something. Okay. I did have one idea while I was working on this for this room, the blinding chamber. I kind of imagined, so one thing that I was stumped on is like, okay, this tomb has to have like stuff in it. So, or like what is this used for? Like, is it literally just like burial rooms? Like it was getting hard for me to identify like interesting encounters. But then I hit on this idea that the tomb was used as like a testing ground for scions, and you know, what ones that didn't pass would just get buried here, killed and then buried. So one of the challenges that I thought about was this like hide and seek room. Like if you ended up with a bunch of kids that all could be potential heirs, you might come up with some really fucked up like Hunger Games that you could put them through. One of them was this blinding chamber. So yeah, it's kind of gross. I think it's interesting. It's not that spooky, which is a problem with it. Very tangentially related to the core idea that I had about resurrections. So I don't know. Like I'm not gonna delete the text straight away, but I'm also thinking about like I still love I still love this idea of a huge coffin stuffed full of skeletons. Don't really have any other ideas for this chamber other than that. I don't know, man. I'm kind of dying over here. Like, this is a bad sign, right? Like, this is just a sign that something about this dungeon is not alighting my imagination. This other idea about character altering stone mirror to like alter your appearance. I don't know, folks. I'm having a hard time with this one. I feel like I need to go refill. I think I need to go back. I think we just have to scrap this whole idea. And come up with something else. Because it just isn't working for me. And that's okay. That's okay. We just start over. And maybe the thing is that maybe I should start from the map and just try to vividly imagine a tomb. And even if it's filled with weird shit, yeah, just try to vividly imagine a play space. And maybe I'll start from the map. Because I did that with Khazad Moor, and that turned out pretty good. Yeah, and then I just intuitively tried to like bury the encounters inside. So I think that's what I am going to do. Yeah, so I gotta get myself sorted for mapping. I don't think I'm gonna do it on stream. So yeah, I think we might call it here, folks. It was an interesting one today. We did some troubleshooting, and I'll let you in on the gory side of trying to do design and what can happen when things go awry. That's okay. That's just part of the process. Yeah. So, all right. Well, hopefully it was interesting for you VOD watchers. We'll catch you next week. Hopefully I will have a map done. And we'll get somewheres interesting. All right. Well, till then, keep your torch lit, and I'll see you somewheres in the dungeon.
With the YouTube Music app, you can start
Peace.
a radio station with up to 30 artists and be your own DJ.